Hi, I'm Dennys and back with my other video tutorial. And for this tutorial, I'm going to make it as a series of video tutorial, and at the end of the series we will have a complete figure. So I'm thinking making something like superhero. We can make the bodysuit, the shoes, the gauntlet, and the cape, but probably not the head sculpt because it is easier and cheaper to buy a ready-made head sculpt or probably unpainted head sculpt. Then maybe I can show the paint tutorial. Then we can start with a bodysuit. And for making a bodysuit, the main problem is the material. What kind of material that we can use to make a superhero bodysuit? I'm sure, judging from the colors, you guys should be already know what I'm going to make at the end of the series. And the material is, the fabric is, I am usually using spandex, or you can use lycra or probably neoprene. Neoprene is like a swimsuit or scuba diving suit, but make sure you choose a very thin neoprene. And if you are decided to go for spandex, there are many types of texture of spandex, and some has a glossy finish, some has a matte finish, and I'm choosing this gray matte spandex to make the custom figure. So, okay, we are going to make Batman. So let's start with the bodysuit. Since this since this is going to be a video series, so don't forget to subscribe if you want to make your own complete custom Batman figures, except for the head sculpt. We'll think about the head sculpt later. So let's start with 3 pieces of A4 paper, or if you can find something as big as 3 pieces of A4 paper taped together, like something like an old newspaper. Then, oh, by the way, this is my wife who will do all the hard work and I just do the talking. The pattern that we are going to make for the bodysuit is the easiest way that I can think of to make a bodysuit, so hopefully everyone can also make by following my tutorial. Okay, the body that I'm going to use for this video is TTM 20. You can choose your own body size, so it's up to you. Then we are going to trace roughly the shape of the body with pencil onto the paper. Don't get confused, some of the video is sped up so we can save some time. And this is the tracing of the body. It doesn't have to be perfect, just a rough shape will do. Then, using pen, we mark or we pinpoint the part from the length of the hand, the neck area, the crotch, and the leg or ankle. Connect all the points together with a ruler. and it should look like this, an ugly bodysuit pattern, but it will work. We'll see. Okay, do you hear that kind of high-pitched sound that is coming? Well, that is my local food. They call it kue putu. I don't know what to say in English, so let's call it kue putu. By the way, pardon me if there is a lot of annoying back sound because I am in my workshop. There is a lot of machine is going and outside noise cannot be blocked in my workshop, so bear with me. I don't think I need to explain this part, right? As you guys can see, she is cutting and then taping and then cutting again. Well, while doing voiceover for this video, I just realized something. Imagine when she gets mad at me and she does the same to me as she did to the crotch of the pattern. Damn. And there you go, a simple bodysuit pattern. So right now we are measuring the neckline, and if you are using the same body as mine, you will have about 4 centimeters at the front. And if you are using a different body, you can do the same way to measure the circumference for the neckline. And then the length of the neck, we decided to have 3 centimeters high. Sorry, I mean the length is going to be 3 centimeters. There's not a fixed number, still can be adjustable according to your needs. So by having 4 centimeters at the front, so we need another 4 centimeters at the back, so we have 8 centimeters, and then the width of the length or the height, I'm kind of confused, so just look at the video. So it should be 8 times 3 centimeters, or a different number if you are using a different body. The key point is when you measure the front, don't forget to times 2 because you need it for the back too. For the width or the length or the height of the neck, it's kind of up to you. So when you have chose your material, your fabric, make sure it's stretched in 4 ways. because some of them only stretch in two ways. And take a closer look on the texture of the fabric. Make sure you match the fabric texture with your pattern.
Okay.
Well, that is the sound of my 3D printer. If you guys curious what is that, use a very sharp scissor, okay? You don't want to mess up the cutting. Just in case this is your very first time for sewing, and using a pin needle, you could pin the front and the back of the pattern together and make sure the lines are aligned. This is to help you in the sewing process. Keep checking back and forth for the alignment, and then you can continue on the sewing process if you are sure that all lines are aligned. And please use a sewing machine for sewing all the lines together. Don't go hand stitch. That will mess up your bodysuit. And if you don't own any sewing machine, you could borrow from your friend or your wife or your girlfriend or your boyfriend, or even better, have them do the tailoring for you like I did. From here on, you can choose which side will be the front and the back, and then we will mark the center line of the back side of the bodysuit. This is to mark where to cut the opening to put it on the body. And you cut a small opening at the top of the neck area. Then you can insert the scissor to cut the opening on the back side. Okay, my wife is confused. Okay, that is the back side. She almost cut the front side. Do not cut all the way through the front, just the back side. You don't need two openings for a bodysuit. After finish cutting open the back opening, then we can cut around the neck where we will stitch the neck, the upper part of the neck. Then you turn the bodysuit inside out or outside in, or okay, just turn the bodysuit. Then you mark the middle of the neck part. Then you can align the neck part with the bodysuit better, so you will have a well stitched body suit to the neck part. Okay, for sewing together the neckline, do not start from end to end. Rather than you should start from the middle to the end point and then repeat again from the middle to the other end point. That way you would have a better neckline. Okay. You should go real slow when sewing the neckline. And in the video you can see my wife leave the pin needle still attached to the bodysuit and not removing them when the sewing needle pass over it. If you are uncomfortable with this method, you can remove the pin needle right when it comes close to the sewing needle. But if you want to follow the method like my wife did, go very slow, or you risk of breaking the sewing needle. But then again, remember to start from the middle of the neck to one end and then repeat again from the middle to the other end. And we are finished with sewing together the neckline. So next up is putting it onto the body to test the fitting. And oh my god, that is an ugly bodysuit, floppy, oversized bodysuit. Oh, after all the hard work, look at the waistline. Oh, that is so ugly. But don't worry, we can make it work. This is another trick if you want to make an easy bodysuit. Take off the bodysuit and flip it flip it again inside out or outside in. And then here we are going to make an adjustment for a better waistline on the bodysuit. Simply place again the body onto the bodysuit, mark the line, and just to be sure, you can measure the point that you are made before with a ruler. And just in case if you are not confident enough that the bodysuit will have a nice fitting after you done this adjustment, you should adjusting slowly inward the bodysuit, and then you can sew them again and then put it on and then check the fitting. Go bit by bit, don't go all the way if you are not really confident that it will fit on the first try. And then you can repeat the same adjusting step again with the leg and the arm part to adjust it to a nice fitting. Now we can cut the extra fabric from the adjustment. Let me remind you again, don't adjust too much, go bit by bit if you are not very confident with the adjustment. We can see that it has a better fit for the waistline and it's all looking good. Now for the butt crack of the bodysuit. You could hand stitch the opening, the bottom of the opening to prevent it from torn apart. And for the back opening of the bodysuit, you could either attach zipper, you can permanently stitch them close, or in my video I will be using a very thin double side velcro. The brand is velcro, but I'm not sure what to call the type of this velcro. You can check out the velcro brand. If you are using velcro like me, you should measure the length of the velcro when the bodysuit is put on the body, because it will stretch and you don't want the velcro too short. Then you split them about 1/3 of the width of the velcro. And to glue the velcro to the bodysuit, I will be using uhu. We only apply the glue on the wider part of the velcro, only half of the width of the wider part of the velcro. And then we are only attaching about halfway the width of the wider velcro, leaving the other half exposed. Remember, you have to stretch the fabric a bit so it will attach nicely to the velcro. And for this part of the velcro, we are going to glue it all the way into the other side of the opening of the bodysuit, so it will flush right to the edge of the opening without exposing any part of this velcro. Start from the very top of the bodysuit of the neck, and then the other end of the butt crack from the bodysuit, or the other end. And then you can work slowly your way to the middle part of the velcro. Don't forget to stretch the fabric of the bodysuit and slowly align the opening right to the edge, so none of the velcro of this part is exposed. If you are using the same velcro like mine, don't get mixed up which part is the hook or which part is the get hook part. You get it. it will get messy with all the glue, so you might want to take your time and slowly work your way so you don't end up with a messy bodysuit. And there you have it, a bodysuit, a superhero bodysuit for your action figure. And somehow in my mind, I can hear a song, everybody, yeah, rock your body, yeah. And some of you will start humming, That shows how old we are. A bad joke, a very, very bad joke. Please don't unsubscribe. Please don't unsubscribe me. And then, okay, so we have our bodysuit. So next up will be how to make the gauntlet, a Batman gauntlet. Thank you for watching.